Hello everybody, welcome. So we are in our fifth module, cables and suspension bridges. In the first class, in the first video, we saw the basics of cables, that is where the cables are used, what is a suspension bridge and what are the different components of a suspension bridge, and how to analyze a cable when concentrated loads are suspended in the cables. And now we are going to see analysis of a cable when subjected to uniformly distributed load. So this is the second case. So first case was a cable subjected to concentrated loads. Now this is the second case, that is a cable subjected to uniformly distributed load. Okay, so now you can see a cable AB. So the cable is AB. Cable is AB. So it is subjected to uniformly distributed load. So you can see uniformly distributed load. So when this is subjected to uniformly distributed load, this is the dip in the cable. This H is the dip in the cable. And the span length is L. Small l is the span length. So now when there is an uniformly distributed load throughout the cable, we will have maximum dip at L by 2. That is, we will have the maximum dip at the center. This is the maximum dip, small h at the center. Now VA and VB are the reactions, vertical reactions at A and B at the supports. H is the horizontal thrust. H is the horizontal thrust at the supports. Now, when we are considering the cable with UDL, we will take a section X. So this is the section X. We will take a section X at a distance small x from the left support, that is from A. So these are the basic conditions for a cable when it is subjected to uniformly distributed load. So after this, for these conditions, for these given conditions, we are going to analyze the cable. The first part is to find the support reactions. That is, the support reactions is VA and VB, vertical reactions, and the horizontal thrust is H. So we apply the conditions of equilibrium sigma MA is equal to 0, that is moment at MA, moment at A and B. Sigma MA is equal to 0 and sigma MB is equal to 0. We get the vertical reaction at A, VA is equal to WL by 2 and VB is equal to WL by 2. Because the UDL is W per unit length. UDL is considered as W per unit length. So we know it is WL by 2 and WL by 2. Vertical reaction at A is WL by 2 and vertical reaction at B is WL by 2. Now this point is taken as 1. The midpoint, mid of the span is taken as 1. So we are taking the moment with respect to this point. So now the cable has brought from this to this, right? From this point it has a dip here. So at this point, when we are taking sigma m is equal to 0, we get VA into L by 2. Now this is anti-clockwise, so minus H into the dip, small h. Capital H is the horizontal thrust, plus this load, that is load in the first half of the span, that is W into L by 2. W into L by 2 is the load. Then the distance from the center to the center of the span. So this is L by 4. So this is WL by 2 is the load, that is W is the intensity of load, L by 2 is the distance, half of the distance, and this is the distance from the center of gravity of the load to the midspan, that is L by 4, is equal to 0. So we get H is equal to, horizontal thrust is equal to WL square by 8H. So horizontal thrust is equal to WL square by 8H. So vertical reaction is WL by 2, vertical reaction at A and B, WL by 2, WL by 2. Horizontal reaction or horizontal thrust at A and B is equal to WL square by 8H. Now we will move on to the second step. Second step is finding the tension in the cables. So we know, see everywhere the cable takes only tension, it resists only tension. Bending moment is 0 everywhere. Horizontal, that is shear is 0 everywhere. It takes only tension. So the tension in the cable at every point, if we take this point, the tension in the cable will be like this. So this makes an angle of theta with the horizontal. So this can be resolved into horizontally and vertically. Suppose if we take this point, this is the tension in the cable at this point. So this makes an angle of theta with the horizontal, and this can be resolved into vertical and horizontal components. So tension in the cable at every point, the tension in the cable can be resolved into horizontal and vertical components. Now, so since it can be resolved into horizontal and vertical components, our tension in the cable will be equal to square root of V square plus H square. Square root of the components, vertical component, square of the vertical component plus square of the horizontal component at the cable. Now, we will have maximum tension at the support. So, we will have maximum tension at the support and minimum tension at the midspan. So, for maximum tension is at the supports. For maximum tension at the supports, in both the supports, the vertical reactions are equal, horizontal reactions are equal. So, both the supports A and B will have the maximum tension when it is subjected to an UDL. So, T max is equal to square root of V square plus H square at the support. So, we know vertical reaction is WL by 2 the whole square, WL by 2. So, it is WL by 2 the whole square plus horizontal thrust is WL square by 8H. So, square of that. We get, you simplify it, you get WL by 2 into square root of 1 plus L square by 16H square. Simply, it is the square root of V square plus H square, T maximum. Now, we will find what is T minimum. So, T minimum is obtained at the midspan at this point. So, at this point, the tension in the cable will be exactly at this point, the tension in the cable will be like this. That is, the vertical component is equal to 0. See, when there is the cable is like this, exactly at the midpoint, we will have only horizontal component, vertical component is equal to 0 because the tension will be horizontal. The tension at this place, at this point will be like this. So, there is no vertical component. So, vertical component at the midspan is equal to 0. So, T minimum is equal to H. That is H, capital H. It is the horizontal component at this point, horizontal component of the tension at this point. That is T minimum. Now, what is the geometry or the equation of the cable? So, when this cable is subjected to an UDL, this is the deflected shape of the cable. So, what is the deflected shape? That is what we are going to find now. So, at any point the cable cannot resist shear and bending moments, it resists only tension. So, now we are considering a section XX at a distance small x from A. Now, we know at X, so at this point, the horizontal component is equal to, if we are considering this is the tension in the cable, the horizontal component will be equal to, that is H is equal to T cos theta, and vertical component will be equal to T sin theta. Now, so this horizontal component is T cos theta, that is equal to this H, because no other horizontal forces to the left of the section. We are considering left of the section. We consider either left or right of the section. So for simplification, we consider the left of the section. So when we are considering the left of the section, only one horizontal force, that is the horizontal thrust H. So this H, this horizontal component is equal to T cos theta, that is equal to this horizontal thrust. Now the vertical component, here the vertical component is T sin theta, because the tension is taken as T. So the vertical component is T sin theta. It is T sin theta. The vertical component is T sin theta. So this vertical component is equal to the summation of all the vertical forces to the left of the section. See, horizontal component is equal to summation of all the horizontal forces to the left of the section. Sum of all the horizontal forces is only H. Now, the vertical component is equal to sum of all the vertical forces to the left of the section. So the vertical forces is, that is V is equal to T sin theta, that is equal to WL by 2, this VA minus the load, the downward load on the left of the section, this load. So load at this portion, that is W into X, small w into X. So we take that as equation 1 and 2. So this is equation 1 and 2. Now we are dividing equation 2 by 1, we get T sin theta by T cos theta, that is tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but the slope of the cable. So slope of the cable is tan theta, that is equal to dy by dx. Now we know dy by dx. See, now we know this is nothing but, this T sin theta is nothing but V, that is vertical component V, and T cos theta is nothing but dH, that is vertical component of the tension and horizontal component of the tension. So this T sin theta is equal to WL by 2. Substitute this, WL by 2 minus WX, and for T cos theta we substitute H. So this is equal to tan theta is equal to dy by dx. Now, so we cross multiply, so we get dy is equal to WL by 2 minus WX by H multiplied by dx. So now we can integrate this. So when we integrate, we get y is equal to 4hx into L minus x by L square. So y is at every portion, that is, this is y, this is y, y. So y1, y2, y3, y4, etc. So this is the equation of the parabola. So now this is an equation of the parabola, therefore the shape of the cable is a parabola. So shape of the suspended cable when it is subjected to an UDL will be a parabola. And y is equal to the equation of the parabola. Equation of the cable is y is equal to 4hx into L minus x by L square. Now we will find the length of the cable. So this length, this is the length of the cable, capital L. So for finding this L, we will take small ds is equal to, that is at every portion. For example, we will consider this small triangle. So this portion, this is taken as ds. And this is dx. We are considering a small triangle. Sorry, this is dy and this is taken as dx. So in this small triangle, ds is equal to square root of dx square plus dy square. We are taking dx out, we get ds is equal to dx into square root of 1 plus dy by dx the whole square. Now in the last part, in the step 2, we have already seen what is tan theta, that is what is dy by dx. Substitute dy by dx. Now integrate, you will get the value for s. Integrate this and find what is s. So once we have found s, say I repeat, substitute the value for tan theta, that is dy by dx, which we have seen in the last section, and integrate. We get s is equal to a value. Then integrate that s with respect to 0 to L, we get the total length of the cable, that will be equal to small l, that is the span length plus 8h square by 3l. H is the dip, maximum dip at the center, by 3l. So these are the important conclusions. The vertical reaction is equal to WL by 2, horizontal thrust is equal to WL square by 8h, H is equal to T cos theta, H is equal to T cos theta at anywhere in the cable. Your horizontal component of tension will be equal to the horizontal thrust, because at anywhere in the cable you take the horizontal component and take either to the left or right of the section, the only horizontal force is the horizontal thrust. So anywhere in the cable, T cos theta is equal to H. T cos theta is equal to the horizontal thrust. T cos theta is equal to the horizontal reaction at the support. So from this you can find theta. So what the tension making with the horizontal, you can find theta. Now Y is the equation of the cable and capital L is the length of the cable. So that's all. We will see one problem. That is one problem for practice. A light flexible cable 18 meter long is suspended to. So you have a cable 18 meter long. So this is 18 meter. The length of the cable is 18 meter and it is supported at two ends at the same level. The supports are 16 meter apart. So the span length is 16 meter. Cable is subjected to an UDL of, so this is subjected to an UDL of 1 kilonewton per meter of horizontal length over the entire span. Analyze the cable. So find the vertical reactions. Use sigma MA is equal to 0, sigma MB is equal to 0. Find the vertical reactions. Now take moment at this point is equal to 0. Find the horizontal thrust. Now take the tension in the cable, resolve into horizontal and vertical components, that is H is equal to T cos theta. T cos theta is equal to H. From that we get theta is equal to 40.89 degree. Now we know the length of the span and the length of the cable. From that find what is a small h. Then find the equation y in terms of x. So that's all. So we get T max is equal to, the answers are T max is equal to 12.21 kilonewton, T minimum is equal to 9.23 kilonewton, theta is equal to 40.89 degree and h is equal to 3.464 meter. Thank you. Hope you understood the problem. See, so far what we have seen is the components of the suspension bridge and the cable, and how the cable is analyzed when it is subjected to concentrated loads, and second problem when it is subjected to a uniformly distributed load. And for both the cases, see, so far what we have seen is the supports are at the same level. So next we will see in the next class the next section, the next type of problem. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me or comment on the section. Thank you. Thank you so much.